Evening, guys. How are we doing? Welcome to the monthly JT stream. There. I hope you're all doing well. It's quite an interesting one as well because it's the first time we're going to be doing the Hope Valley. Quite exciting as well. Obviously, it's been building up for many months, and we're finally at a stage where we can at least show you a good portion of the route. We're going to focus between Chinley and Dore and Totley on the route. And then we're going to travel into Sheffield as well with this one. So you're going to see a good section of the route this evening. It's no way by any means finished yet. There's still quite a bit to be done. Mainly on the Manchester, Stockport and all that sort of area still being heavily worked on. So there is still quite a bit to be done yet. But we are we're going in the right direction with this one, which is good to at least say. So I hope you're all looking forward to seeing a section of this. So we are just out by the Chinley viaducts currently on this. We're going to take this freight train. It's a working to Drax from Tunstead. One I'm going to watch with the brakes as well. It's quite a challenging run this, and it's the only scenario we've got at the minute. So it was the only one I can do. So I need to watch what I'm doing. But we'll be alright. I've driven it, so I know what to expect with this. So I should be alright, he says. How's everyone doing anyway? Good evening, East Midlands Railway fan Ian, Jake B, Laser Jordan, Aaron Thomas, The Round Knights, Transport UK YT, good evening, Craig Boy and Josh Trains as well, Rob Powell, good evening, Lomas, good evening, Sim Games and East Midlands Railway fan, good evening there, A4 Simo as well, GJ Dobbsy, Corey Bracer, good evening, Crankybot, good evening as well, Ross, good evening. Spotty South East, how are we as well? Good to see you. Matthew 5774, good evening. Luke Frent, good evening. Nigel, good evening. Willow, good evening as well. Nightbot's giving out links that are dead. Oh, I'll turn that off in a second. I'll sort that. Evening, Ben Carter. Jackson, good evening as well. Rob Allen, good evening. Kev, good evening. Transport UK as well, thanks for the follow on Twitch there, and also Northern George just now. Let me just quickly turn that link off. And then we'll get going with this one. I've forgotten how to do it now. There, it's there. Right, just nip on Nightbot, quickly disable that. That's from last stream. Obviously you can tell it's been a month since we've obviously last touched this, so half the stuff's still on for the last one. It's on a timer, that's what it is. Just disable those. Right, should be sorted now. Cheers for letting me know on that. Right. Even though George. Any using requirements? None of that at the minute. Can't give any requirements on scenario because that'll they're being built at the minute scenarios. So that'll obviously progress as we move on. Route requirements. You're gonna need Sheffield to Derby. I know that much. I'm not overly sure if you need any others though. Currently, this position. It may just be Sheffield Derby, but I can't give you a definite answer on that just yet. But hopefully, moving forward within the next stream or so, we may be able to give you some more information on that. I'll have to final double check on that. So don't take it as a final requirement there, but definitely Sheffield Derby is one of them. Good morning, driver. Please prepare your cab, and when the signal allows, you may depart for Sheffield, where a crew change will take place. Our maximum permitted speed on this working is 60 miles per hour. Excellent. So I'll give you the distance and all that on this. I'll show you all that whilst we're waiting. So to get to Sheffield from here at Chinley is 24.2 miles. On the map, we are here. So this is where the two viaducts are. If you are familiar with the area, we're on the curve, so we're going to go this way to the right. So you're going to go through. We're going to go through Edale. We've got Hope Hill Sidings, Hope Station, Bamford, Hathersage, and Grindleford down here. Going through the tunnel at Totley to Dore and Totley, which is obviously where is always been available on Sheffield to Derby. It was where the end of the route was on that curve there. Then we're going to join the Midland Main Line and then head north into Sheffield on the through line there. Route map itself, obviously that's about halfway, so we're about halfway-ish in the route. Obviously there's all this lot to the left hand side to obviously focus on with the route 2. The top part where my mouse is going currently is the route which is New Mills through Marple, Romiley, and then Ashbury's Ardwick into Manchester. The other line is the line through Levenshulme, Chapel something, Heaton Chapel. This is. Should know because I've been messing around with stuff around there today. I've been doing some scenario stuff. Stockport, and then you got Davenport, Hazel Grove, and then the line joined back up at New Mills Junction down there. So yeah, plenty of mileage, plenty of different scenario potentials to be had with this route. Evening Boss Jim, evening Ben, Derek, evening Ryan, Aslu. Who else have we got? I think I'm up to date there. If I've missed someone, I do apologise. I don't think I've. Just some Northern Green as well there. I've just seen something there regarding. Will Tunstead Stein? No, Tunstead won't be included. So the route, like Tunstead and Peak and all that lot, goes off down here, which is like another network in itself, which obviously loops around and comes back up at, from Buxton up here at Hazel Grove, and that's itself would take another lengthy payware project really, so that isn't included. So all your scenarios would feed in or end in this area. Right, let's get the cab set. Draw with my keyboard today because my headset's charged, so I've run out of USBs to put all my stuff in. Excuse me. How are we doing, Soper? So there's many different services you can run down here. You've got Northern, there's TPE and the freight and everything. So there's plenty of stuff that you can do. The route itself obviously is set in 2018, as with everything else, is with the Midland Main Line stuff. I'm going to watch as well with the this section of route. There's some quite long distance sections, so you've got to watch them signals. Obviously the semaphores as well. So which is the up and down line? How does it work on the Houghton Valley? So let's have a look on. We'll soon tell you on the map. So the up is to Sheffield, down is from Sheffield at this point. Or in both points anyway. Yeah, I'm getting there, Ross. I'm a lot better than I was. 66617 with this run. For a lengthy train here. I always get all muddled up with the up and down lines. It always confuses me. So just waiting for the line to clear. As I say, it's quite lengthy sections. So the next signal where that pace is going to clear is just up there. So as you can see, it's quite a little bit of a distance. So the line off where we're coming from is like Peak Forest and all that stuff, in that direction to and from. It's a bit of it's a triangle junction, if you will. So there's two lines, and they join back up over there to make a double line. On the Hope, so obviously where this triangle junction is, so Midland Main Line comes in off the south end here, so Chesterfield Way coming up to Sheffield to the top. Obviously take the curve to the left, then onto the Hope Valley, and obviously from the north end as well. Obviously moving across, you've got Hope cement sidings and cement works down here. Track marks haven't quite finished yet down here, so that's still to be worked on in that sort of respect. That's that little section there, which I've just covered here, as well as Chinley, where we are. New Mills Junction, so you can take the line up through Marple, New Mills, up to Ashbury and into Manchester that way. You've also got the small stubby section to Rose Hill Marple, so there's a little terminus there as well, so you can do services on there. Thomas Dawson, thank you very much for the sub over at YouTube, and also Stephen Less as well on YouTube. Moving up to Romiley, you've got the line which will take you towards Guide Bridge. It's a little section that comes in from Woodley, so you can do scenarios in and from there. You've got another little terminal here, which is Bred with Tilcombe. That's included. There's all sorts of bits and pieces, little nooks and crannies on this route. Here you've got Ashby's loading terminal there. You've also got the little stub that comes in from Phillips Park. You've got Ardwick Depot, which is the TP Siemens depot. Manchester Piccadilly, which you've seen on the most recent screenshots we showed off a few weeks back. You've got Longsight Depot, which is the big depot. Plenty of action to be had there. This is the line that will go off to Manchester Airport. So there's a little feeder in there for your scenarios. You've got another line here. I'm not over sure where this one comes in and goes to be honest. But it's Guidebridge. So there's another Guidebridge line there. It all joins up together really, IRL. Feeder line really. There won't be much. You'll not do too much down there. Mainly just to feed in, probably freight. I would have thought through there maybe. Mainly for AI purposes. To be fair, I don't think there'll really be any potential in you driving unless there's a toy you can come in and off there. So Stockport Station, of course, there's a bit of a yarn in there. This line here would come off from Altrincham eventually, down to Wilmslow down here, and then I say Hazel Grove here, where the line would go off towards Buxton this way. So, and then we're back to where we started. So quite a lot there, as I say. There's plenty for you to get your teeth sunk into. Is that the parliamentary line, is it? Is it Denton? Yeah, Denton branch, that's it. Feels weird driving with my keyboard. I don't drive with keyboard very often. Any idea what maybe next after MML? I have no idea. I'm not at that stage or any position to say anything. Okay, can you turn that phone down a bit? Because it's picking everything up on stream. Yeah, we're getting turned down in a second. Sorry about the noise. It's not actually TV, it's phone. Yeah, that's louder than my car. I actually don't know how to turn the alerts down, which is weird. Yeah, can you grab them? There's loads. It's just a huge potential where this route takes you. You could go anywhere. It's one of them. Possibilities are endless, really. I'm not using PVC, no, I'm using keyboard. It's weird. I'm so used to using my PVC because I'm charging my headset up because I forgot to charge up this afternoon. It's there's not enough battery in it to do the stream. Let's crack on. On it. I'm on it. Excuse me. Exactly the same, Corey. Mike Hopton, thank you for the like. So we're not going to go flying around because I'm under orders not to go flying around yet. As I say, the route's still in heavily work in progress, and there is still bits and pieces still to be finished off, even in this area, maybe little areas you may spot. As I say, like stuff like track balance, it hasn't been quite finished yet. We'll stay around here. We can keep with this sort of view, at least to give you an external view, get a bit of an idea of what's going on. But I'm not going to go flying around this evening. There's plenty of chances to do that moving forward as we do further afield. I'm just going to take a little trundle here. I'm not going to power along. It gives you a chance to take it all in and have a look. Hopefully Leeds on this route. I don't know about Leeds. Never know though. Maybe. Who knows? No plans currently. Connor Burgess, thank you for the like. watch this next signal. So after this signal is another big massive signal section. I can see already it's red. And I'm not going to lie, the first time I drove this scenario the other week, I came charging towards the signal. I was like, oh my god, it's red. I had to put every single brake on the wagon on just to get it stopped. And as soon as I pulled up to it, it changed. It's just changed now. Evening, Rollo. Matthias, thank you very much for the like on Facebook. Good evening. Thorpes as well. There's loads of places you can take this. So we never say never. There's always potential for something. Lewis, good evening. Don't worry about being late. We're only just moving really. We've not gone too far yet, so you've only missed a few hundred yards. I've got to say though, hats off to the dev that's been working on this, because some of the hill training he's had to work with is absolutely astounding. The way he's managed to carve through all that and hide everything and build things to cover areas up in jagged terrain. It's out of this world. It's great to finally be actually doing some proper driving with this. Going to the tunnel now. I'm not even sure what tunnel this is called. Is it Cowburn Tunnel, I think? Quite a lengthy tunnel. It takes you out to Edale on the other side. That's where the stations will be. Cowburn. Was I right there? I did say that, didn't I? Yeah, Cowburn. So we're 100% power here, and it's taking a bit to get going. Cable trunking, some new trunking that comes with this route. Dev's made his own bits and pieces for this. There's loads, so many little bits of clutter that come with this route. Map wise, we left this curve here, we're there. We've literally just done from here to there. You have not missed much at all. You've worked in this tunnel before, excellent. You'll know it then. I remember doing a pacer down this route a long time ago, and that was fun. That was fun going through Totley Tunnel, about 70 mile an hour. Christ. I thought the thing was going to come off the track. So please ignore any tunnel occlusions that may not be finished. This one, I don't think it's got a finished tunnel occlusion just yet. It's still to be finished off and sorted. So just ignore that. Same with Totley Tunnel, I think that's not quite sorted yet. There's a few fixes to be done on that. Yeah, it was very bouncy. I remember very bouncing, very loud going through the tunnels. Gives you a level look inside the tunnel, this does that. Tell me lengths of tunnels in the store list. Just page 61. This is the New Hope Valley, yes. Page 52, right. So, yeah, Cowburn Tunnel. This is 2 miles long, this one. I've got the gen, I've got the book. The book comes out when we do new routes because it has all sorts of bit of information. Even Chris, how are we doing? It was 37.025. Yeah, 2 miles and something yards. I've lost it. Where was it? 182 yards. It's quite a long one. It certainly is Hope Valley 125. You can see. First little showing of it this evening. We're doing between Chinley and Durham Totlian on to Sheffield. End of the tunnel is in sight, it's just over there somewhere. No, this doesn't have the gradient profiles, no. It's just literally a basic, if you can see there, rail atlas. It's just lines basically in the stations and stuff. It does have bits and pieces there, but it doesn't have gradients, this one. Basically, it's my book to like score off routes and stuff that I've been on. But I use it for this as well. Have a search and top tunnel also other locations you've worked on as well. That's cool. So you will know this route quite well then. Signal is green. I'm just watching. So we're coming up to towards Edel, not too far away, on the same stretch of track. We're on the same set, long straight for a little bit now. End of this section is where Edel is on curve. Signal if it's okay to go. I'm just going to leave it running about 57-ish. Normally I'll just race it towards signals. There's no need for that. Just a little leisurely drive. Yeah, Mark laid all the track for this. And Mark did the track signals and speeds and all that stuff. Which is quite only recently, this last couple of days, they've actually had virtually all the track and everything finished and all the speeds and all the signals sorted. Most of the signals have been in for quite a bit, but the last bits and pieces have all just gone in. Just been finished by Will. There's hills everywhere on this. It's so hilly. This ain't like the worst of it either. There's a lot, when I say worst of it, it's lovely in terms of like scenery stuff. But when you go around the New Mill section to Ashbury, it's very, very enclosed around there as well. So this is Edel Station. When's the planned release? I couldn't quite tell you yet. There's still a little bit to be done yet. The route itself is quite hilly, yeah, there's quite a lot of gradients on it. Yeah, it's the amount of different drives I've done this now. It's really, really, really fun to do. It's one of them as well. It's really nice early morning with the sun coming over the hills and stuff. Some really nice scenes with it. I was all correct. All the right. Like hills are all set up correctly and stuff. They've got all the DEM gradient, like DEM profiles and stuff put into there. It's all as correct as it can be in scope of the sim. How it all works. say all the little walls and stuff. There's like all these little walls that are all sort of broken and come down and go back up again. They're really, really cool. Just adds a little bit of extra feel and detail to it. These little ballast piles and stuff. Bunkers on the sides of the track. What services run along the Hope Valley towards Leicester and Lincoln? You've got freight services that actually run from here all the way through to Leicester. There's cement workings, so you can do that. In terms of passenger-wise, you've got the Liverpool Norwiches, so they'll go up to Nottingham. So get at least to Nottingham with them. There's nothing that goes to Lincoln unless there's any rail tours. But yeah, there's plenty of services you can do. There's all sorts of bits and pieces that can go all the way through. There is a cement train though that does run, I think, from Hope as far as at least Leicester and then goes further. Oh yeah, there is plenty. Rail tours will be a big one. Even Jake. Evening, Nick. Thank you. I will pass on all these cards as well to the dev, just so he knows. There's lots of excited people out there. Darth Monk, thank you very much for the follow. Good evening. Derek Polio. Polilo. I got that right. Thank you for the like. Good evening. Cheers, Jake. We'll pass on the kind words, man. I mean, I've only just started properly getting a chance to drive this on it recently, so it's all quite new to me too, learning the route. There's all sorts of little bits of detail, like culvert sticks and stuff like that. Tell you what the culvert pipes are. These wagons are the HIAs from AP. Limestone coke wagons. Quite an old wagon these though, they've been out for quite a long time. One of the early AP wagons these. Project Rio, yeah, the HSTs they ran down here. So those will be a good potential to be done in terms of scenarios. You might find out the dev one day. We might kind of tell you. I mean, at some point we'll have to, because I'm sure his name will go into the manual for building it. No, Limestone do run in these, to be fair, still. To the what do you call it? Power stations. Limestone would have been running these to them. David Ratcliffe, thank you for the follow. The like over Facebook, guys. Narrowed it down. There's some weird stopping patterns. I mean, I was doing a scenario today, which is going to come out with the route, and one of the AI, which is one of the Sheffield Manchesters, which I thought would have stopped at all stations, it didn't. It missed out a load of the first stops, and it stopped at least from Sheffield to Edale. Quite weird. I thought it had stopped at like Bamford and Haverford and all that lot. It stopped at Edale of all places, which was middle of nowhere. Lob a load of brakes next, because I'm pretty certain. I bet this next, not this signal, the one after may be red. It might not be though, because I've not been storming. I don't want to attempt any fate here. This is Earl Sardines here. It was red when I drove it previously. Might not be actually, I've just tapped it, it's not actually red, so it could be good here. I have to put these on though, because sometimes they're quite hard to release, we'll get the brakes to stop the train. Make sure I've got all these off now, because I'll have left some on. Got a wheel flat. I can hear the flat. I left all them off. I think I have. Pretty good. I'm just going to trundle this signal anyway. So you've got the cement branch, which is obviously around the back of there. So that will be obviously, it's all got scenery there and that. We'll show you that properly next time. And there's still stuff to be done around there. It's we're green, we're good. There's a little class 20 that runs up and down that line as well. And the 20 is actually available in the 20 pack what we've got on sale. Yeah, so there is a 20 that runs up and down there. It's in the pack. There is a planned scenario as well for that. Here's a little culvert fence. Got Hope's station coming in a minute. LNAR 800 X had a little flat, and 5 hours later, do you want me to go 5 miles out? Christ. You can see somewhere. If I just stop there for a second, you just see the top of the cement works over the back of the trees there. We've got to actually drop it down. I'm just going to drop the power off of it, slow trundle. So this is Hope Station. Jonathan Shre, good evening. Thank you very much for the like. Looking at possible scenarios the other day, found a few around Manchester look good, but it depends on how much included in that area. What in terms of our scenarios? We've got a bit of here and there really. We're covering the basics, put it that way. We've gone through a plan that gives you guys plenty of potential. So we're not taking the good stuff, don't worry. We'll give you guys a chance to do all that sort of stuff. We're just going to cover the basic services. There'll be a little bit of everything to get you going. Oxnoper, thank you very much. Glad to hear there's so many people excited and liking the look of this so far, so that's good. That's what we want to hear. I'll pass all the comments on as well, so the dev will get to know all this. No doubt he'll probably end up watching back on it, seeing what's what. Keith Phillips, thank you very much for the like at Facebook. Good evening. If we could, we will. You keep it save ready. Keep it to one side. actually got a very good keen eye for detail. There's loads of little details that have been added. Stuff like the cables on the side of the track and stuff like that. Just loads of little bits and pieces to make nice little scenes. It's in the savings already. Excellent. Evening, Bazza. Good evening. You can see the cement works just in the distance. Look, the building just over there. You can see it for quite a distance. So we're coming up to Bamford Station, which is the next station on the line. So Bamford, then Hathersage, Grindleford, into the Totley. Dawn and Totley, the next station at the end of the route. Then join us at MML. The short run up north into the station at Sheffield. I bet some clever people out there probably could just merge it anyway, if they wish to. It's a really cool little station. There's loads of little details in that. So when we get further, obviously a bit nearer as we move along with the development, where I'm allowed to show more and more bits and pieces, we'll go a lot more in depth and we'll look at all these stations. We'll stop off and do stuff like that. So we'll do a stopping service. We'll do that. We can't do stopping services yet because there's no invisible platforms down. Hence why I've got so many people walking on stations. So I can't stop and open doors yet. Hopefully that's going to be coming in this week, I believe. Possibly today, to be fair, this evening. Yeah, there's loads of overgrown areas and bits and pieces like that. It's fun, it's an invisible platform lane, yeah, definitely. You've got to do it in all one constant leg, but when you've got curved platforms, it's even worse to get them without braking. Is the trackside equipment the same as IRL? On this, I would assume so. The dev's been using cab rides and stuff, so I think what he's been doing is doing stuff to match, putting the cabinets in the right place and stuff like that. I mean, we'll go through it all and checking as well. But all the little details in there, the stuff that's been specifically made as well, like little bits and pieces. So I would presume and expect it all to be as close as possible. Like you've got little bits of rails and stuff in the little tracks there, it's probably replicated them as well. Even Countess. Stream's been going well this evening. Showing off this new lovely upcoming route of the Hope Valley. Hathersage station. Stockport will not have Avanti because route set in 2018. Avanti weren't operating them. Station Hathersage. I'm up to live in one of these apartments. Just like Native Boy up there. He's loving it. What a place to live. evening, Gary. So we're heading towards Grindleford now. They're really nice looking apartments. I'd love to live in one of them. It's just swooping valleys all the way through. There's a lot of this. As you can see, we've travelled all this sort of type of area this evening. It gets really, really sort of closed up when you do the top part to through New Mills and all that. Really, really enclosed and quite close rock faces as well. It changes style a bit there. And then you obviously, if you go down Stockport Way, Hazel Grove, it's obviously very, very built up. It's just houses and buildings and houses and buildings. It's all the way through then to Manchester. Very, very built up. We're very, very happy and very, very proud of the work that Callum's put into the Piccadilly model. I'm hoping that the pictures that we've shown off to now give you a good taste of what to come with it. Obviously, when we get to that stage, we'll give you a good look on the stream, hopefully soon, when the scenery goes in and all that in that area. Looking very much forward to giving you a good look at that. Yeah, Callum's done a really, really good job with that. It's been about 7 to 8 weeks building that. Callum's also building Stockport at the minute. So Stockport is underway and being built. That's been going on for about a week. I think we've got about another 3 weeks left on that. Cheers, Buzz. And then we'll just hope there's something in here for everyone. Even Top Sharple. Yeah, Stockport's nowhere near ready for showing yet, but hopefully we'll be able to show you that soon. I'm sure we'll get it in an in-dev thing for the website when it's all done. Manchester Victoria is not included with this route now. It's a Grindleford box. Loads of signal bots on the route. We'll obviously, as time moves on, we'll go into detail with them as well. We'll show them. Yeah, the 20, we showed that off quite a while back. I think earlier this year was probably February time when we showed the cement works area off with the 20 and that. Yeah, the cable trunking, I'll just pause that, I'll just show you quickly. There's all sorts of little bits of stuff, like you've got cable reels as well for semaphores, but yeah, the trunking, where is it? Yeah, there's all sorts of bits and pieces going on with it, some new stuff as well that have been made, and some of the older stuff's been used, but there's a good mixture of new and old. Some really cool bits. I'm going here now, because going into the tunnel. Totley Tunnel, 6,230 yards this one. Hillbilly, good evening. Hope you're keeping well, mate. So, I'm going to go into the tunnel for a bit now. There is bits and pieces still done with this tunnel, it's not final yet. There's some bits, LODs and stuff to be sorted out with the loft. I think the same as well with the occlusion. It may not work quite right halfway through. That will be sorted in due course, of course, as with anything. Well, I hope you enjoyed that section of what we've shown you there. So we're going to come out of this tunnel. We've got a little bit more before we get to Dawn Totley, and then we'll join on to the original existing MML, just for the short section up into Sheffield. Transport UK, no, Tunstead is not included. But yeah, it's, let's see what it says mileage wise. book. The Book of Dreams. 3 miles, 950 yards long. Is this one? It's a very long tunnel. Just to give you an idea where we currently are. It's there. Which is the Nottingham Liverpool service come past us there. Pair of 158s. The service that's in front of us, pace is just door on the top of the currently. Even though we've been trundling, it's not actually got that far ahead. I just knocked it back a bit just so I didn't have to keep stopping and starting, really. You see there's a gradient on this tunnel, so you can see it drops. There is some signals in this tunnel as well. I think they're on this, potentially probably on this side somewhere. I think there's 1 or 2 signals in here. Point rigging, I'm not sure if there's point rodding or anything like that, but there is signal cable really, the semaphores that have been put in. Point rodding may come, I'm not really sure on that, I couldn't quite tell you for definite. I can see the signal in distance. Hey, it's huge, this tunnel, it's massive. I'd say, just ignore the occlusions. Those will be fixed. You're just looking at it, it just keeps going. Oh, we're nearly there, but no, we're not. It does look really, really close, doesn't it, at the end of the tunnel? When you zoom right in, it's still going. And this is a repeater in the tunnel, I think. So repeaters don't show up on the hood. We're there yet? Nope. Still not going yet. No worries at all, Ryan. Have a good one. Cheers for joining. The tunnel itself, in book, it says, what did it say, was it 3 miles? Where is it? I've lost it. There it is. 3 miles long, 950 yards. 6,000 yards in total. 6,000 something. It's a very, very long tunnel, yeah. Second longest. Yeah, we'll not include the channel tunnel. That don't count. That's just too long. That's 30 miles. We've made it. So yeah, it says on this sand tunnel. Number 9, top of the tunnel, 6,230 yards. Question, does anyone know what that is? Because I don't actually know what that means. Neok Tunnel is the longest single track tunnel. That's true. Didn't know that. There's got to be some clearance of some form, hasn't it? You know that as if. Yeah, I don't know any of that sort of stuff. Yeah. So with Peter on this side of the through us is on the right hand side, which is quite weird. Other than that, it tells us our next signal for usual. Even Ben, yeah, I will do. I've never seen that sign before. That was all. It's just I've only seen it on this route. Ignore the 15. That's on our bug list. It goes back to normal speed in a second. Just slow it down a little bit. Ta-ra! Ta-ra, Ryan.
Have you told her you've cancelled?
We're literally now just coming up to door on top, so we're going back onto the existing Midland Main Line. So you take the lines to the right here, that'll take you going south on the MML. There won't be a return trip this evening, no. We're just doing this one tonight. Here we go, Midland Main Line. No worries at all. No worries. Once we get more scenarios made, obviously we're able to do more runs. We can do there and backs and stuff. It's just at the moment we've only got this one scenario. Other scenarios are being created currently. We've only just got to the stage where we can start making them. So. You can indeed, yes, certainly. I can do it on this bit of route because this bit of the route's already available. Just I was told not to go flying around on the other bit, so we can have a little flyby here, certainly. This should go on YouTube as soon as the stream's finished, so it's on YouTube now anyway. As soon as we finish, it'll be on there to keep watching, as and when you need to, when you want to catch up. It's available on Twitch for about 14 days as well. Quite a heavy train. So we're going to be careful with the brakes on this one. That's why I didn't want to go flying around this on tonight's showing. For it to go wrong, whilst I'm trying to obviously talk to you lot. Now again, for anyone who wants to know, this was 6 Echo 56 Tunstead to tracks, loaded limestone. September 2018 is working. So whilst we're heading towards Sheffield, is there any questions that you guys want to ask before I disappear when we finish this drive? We're doing best to answer them. will this be seen as the last extension for the MML as a whole, or is that yet to be seen? I don't think so. Yeah, I reckon there could still be more.
Will I still be doing
I don't think we're closing the door just yet.
Yeah, just free range. If it's busy, I will do that. I don't want to do 6 it's literally
How do you get the old workings? The further you see is able to go to mid 2019. We use Freight Locate, also timetable books and stuff like that. Yeah, certainly route map. So Hope Valley is this part of the route here. So we're here at Sheffield. We've travelled from here, so we've travelled across. Also, obviously Manchester here. For the full MML, obviously takes you down to Derby. You've got the Earwash Valley, the Matlock branch as well. You've got Nottingham, and then over to Lincoln, and then also down to Leicester.
So the Tuesday lot, they always, I mean, I don't know, I've not been there.
Rose Hill, is it Rose Hill Marple, I think, isn't it? Yeah, it's got that little section down here. Yeah, Rose Hill Marple's in.
But then what I'll be doing is I'm going to put them in, I've got a tub, put them in a tub, and then keep them, and then see how much I've got for like October, for my birthday. And then see, like, because I want to go away somewhere, but I don't know where.
So it indicates no refugees in the tunnel.
But she can't be doing stuff like it. And like,
Well, now I know what that is.
like,
I never knew what it meant. It's like I said, I'd never seen that sign before, so it's cool to know. Thank you. Glad you've enjoyed it, Craig boy. Refuge, sorry, refugee. Refuge.
I don't mind
God.
like going up to like 2,000.
Right. Get the brakes on because it's going to take a bit of slowing down this. Oh, it's a huge map now. We were saying this afternoon, we were looking back at obviously like a few years back. So when I started obviously in 2019, Sheffield Derby was still in the process of being built. So from 2019 to where we are now and how big this route's become, it's pretty mad in such a short space of time. It really has expanded. I think we knew we'd take it places, but I don't think we thought we'd take it just as far as we've taken it. No, it was pretty stable, to be quite honest, for a lengthy route and some busy areas as well.
Jordan would come, and I think it would be a laugh if there was more people.
66 one, less Hillbilly.
I'd still do it.
So that's not as bad, by the way. We've got the
We'll have to have a look when we come back from
ground signals going off. So we're going to the
It's
through line.
opened now. It only opened last week.
I'm getting currently 50. I don't think you can see it, but I'm getting 59 FPS currently.
Missed you.
It's been running pretty well,
Because I'm part of the green club, is it? Green Summit Club.
which is good. We wouldn't release it if it wasn't playable. We wouldn't want to release it in an unplayable state. We'd make sure before we was to release anything that is playable.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, right, I'll let you go anyway. And,
That'd be another cool one to see. Yeah,
let
definitely.
me know what my rotor is.
I wouldn't, I wouldn't say no to it.
Get the uniform washed. It's already done washed, but I need to wash it again. And
Yeah, not a problem, mate.
yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back. I think I'm ready for it now. Alright, I'll speak to you later.
I don't know if we'd ever take it through to St Pancras or anything, but maybe Bedford, who knows. I mean, St Pancras has already been done by DCG, so it'd be pretty pointless ourselves doing a route that's already out. But again, it's one of them. Never say never. Who knows? Maybe. the fuck's a cassette? So we're stopping at that little ground signal. Oh, red. Looks like a ground signal, it's actually not, it's on a post. Your university's in the distance here, is it? Excellent. Okay, as well then, never say never, but I don't know if we'd ever take it that far down. Oh, there we are, we are at Sheffield. Enjoyable drive. Very scenic, as you've seen. So it's not the end of it, we'll be doing more at some point soon enough. Take you further afield. Hopefully we'll do some stopping service at some point soon. Is that it? It is for this evening. That's just a small section of the route that we've shown this evening. We've only shown from here to there, which is 45 minutes. That's 45 minutes just doing that on a freight, so gives you sort of an idea how long it is to do stuff. I mean, there's all this still to focus on moving forward as well. So we've got obviously the Manchester stuff, Stockport and all that. So we'll bring you that in due course to show. I say Manchester isn't actually built yet. It's getting there. It's starting. I'm gonna laugh at Tom for not trying to set it. I know, bad me. No, don't worry at all, man. Yeah, we'll be showing more though soon enough. Hoping it'll become a more fluent as we move forward now. So I'm not sure what we're doing next month yet. Whether we're doing Hope Valley or something else yet. But when it comes to the next stream, we'll obviously let you know. As we get obviously nearer to the release for the Hope Valley as well, there'll probably be a couple of streams leading up to it in the same month, so it won't be monthly, it'll be probably like every week, like 1 or 2 weekly or something like that, just while we're doing the release and stuff, just so we can show everything. And that's, but yeah, thank you as well for everyone's kind words today. Before I disappear, any more questions, I will stick around for a few minutes for that. If you've got anything you want to ask, I'm all ears. But yeah, thank you very much for all your kind words, and I will pass them on to the team and also to the route developer himself, just so he knows there's loads of excited people out there, which is always nice to help boost morale and keep you going and spur you to the finish. Sometimes it's just what you need to hear. Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving some 37s a thrash down that line. I've not done that yet. Hopefully I'm going to have to find something for that. But yeah, exciting times. It's great to finally show it is, and a first look sort of thing, if you will, a little first showing. It's not really a first look because I don't review obviously our products. I just show but a first showing anyway, just to wet the palate and get you wanting more in that sort of way. But yeah, if there's no more questions, we'll wrap things up and we'll leave it there. And obviously you'll find us here again in a month's time. We shall soon fly along. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, and again, cheers for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for the kind words. I will. Do I know what price it be? No, I don't. Not yet. We haven't got to that stage yet. We don't really give the pricing out, to be fair, till usually release stream or sort of like the week leading up to it. So there's quite a bit of time on that one yet before that will get announced. Yeah, can't say any more than that because I don't know. But yeah, thank you. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy yourselves and stay safe and enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you're up to. And we'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.